Nah, that's all I said. He gonna want he wants no, no, noodles.
What you want? What you want? Nothing. You got about you with the lady there. Okay, I feel about this, Dusty.
Come here.
Nike check.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did big ball in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Good game there on first down. That run will get him 7 up to the 32-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Geis. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, It's nothing but room to run.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield and get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's 3rd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Jacksonville's pass defense won't serve. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Solomon Thomas there on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Thomas. And wide open, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 52 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly for 6. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
At the 29-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Geis with the carry on second down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Minshew throwing on third down. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 36.
That's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Tackle through. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry.
Stop.
Designs on that one being
You got my phone.
Second and 6. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how
What, you want a drink?
stayed in sync, stayed in great communication.
Give me one.
You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and it passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Taken down back around the 35-yard line. Devon Hamilton coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Gun now on third down. And he completes it to the tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're
You done with your drink, put it on the table.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back.
Look at your nana.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
As he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
A 21-yard attempt.
And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department. So far, it's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? To me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky.
We'll go to none of that.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Fielded near the back.
He already did.
And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if I kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 11 yards there, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been...
Because I guess like a whole bunch of fucking blankets and shit.
On first down, this is Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down.
Yeah, I know.
42.
He's brought down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that. And I'm like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
Minshew's pass.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Able to find his running back, Geis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
13 yards.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Got it. You good.
Actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard. And
You got it when you go downstairs?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Be safe.
it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are back within a score. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes get right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Romella.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a box sometimes, stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
16 yards, a 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now they go screen. It's complete. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
A 47-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time do you try something?
No way they move on this fucking drive.
You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Minshew sets to throw. He's going to let it go again. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's going to be called one-handed.
Get the fuck out of here, man.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Deontay Harris. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
Right.
Fielded near the back of the end zone.
Windy as hell outside. Windy as hell outside.
The football out to the 25.
Yeah, it's all water. Yeah,
Jaguars come
all
to the line
water.
to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Chill, Romella.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44
One thing
as
at
they
a
try
time,
again
baby.
on first
Hold your
down.
horses.
Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
24-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. That will whistle against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down.
Goddamn corners out, yo.
He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Nobody in that zone, yo. Nobody in that fucking zone.
The Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now back to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints add on to their lead. They'll look to throw again. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets...
And this is going to be...
Come on, let me jump.
Able to get there and pick it. And a great return as they finally able to take him down.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. Now, That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara, a little power on the move that time, but still tackled shy of the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They'll set up to throw. They can't pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Three yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And this one incomplete.
Nigga, I possession the shit out there.
It's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot.
You playing zone with your DBs over here playing fucking man-to-man. Bro, come on, yo.
Little by little instead of in big chunks.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt.
Yeah, just prove what I was saying, yo.
And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse.
Prove what I'm saying. You run a fucking zone.
Get deeper in the game.
But your DB's playing man-to-man, bro. Come on. All fucking game, bro.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. The pass. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Bro.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. They did get into him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
It'll be a Saints 1st down on the pickup of 13. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 2nd and 5. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right. This is caught inside.
And he still caught that. Don't look too big. Man, yeah. Whatever.
A big-time play there for New Orleans.
Whatever.
52 yards. Running with Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown.
That's too much.
And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
Can't sign nobody.
Teams
And
probably
this
like
shit
seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it,
another 100.
but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
I ain't got no fucking cap on
They're
going
like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Stupid ass shit, bro.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance.
All these goddamn blockers, bro. None of these motherfuckers
Big in
block.
this fourth quarter. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Geis again. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They got to make some moves.
Yeah, you proved my point, Playboy. You playing fucking zone, but you in man-to-man, though.
Past the 40.
Come on, bro.
He's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
He was trying to find his tight end.
Bro, you playing zone, but how the hell you playing zone, but you didn't man-to-man, too, bro? Come on, you doing this shit all goddamn
They're
time.
just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
The ball carrier.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Minshew throwing on 3rd down.
You want a nigga to go to. Oh, get the fuck out of here. And he switched my fucking receiver.
The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 4 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
They run it again with Panera. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Saints on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On for the field goal. 53-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 30 on 2nd down, Minshew. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And able to to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chubb.
Another
and now here's another interception. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going.
I don't know what they're doing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And he'll get this one right out just shy of the 45-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking.